By using a sociological imagination, we can realize that the societal groups we are born into may shape our lives more than we think, eventually limiting, affecting, or enhancing our life choices. The primary members of my family include my mother, brother, and sister. Angelica, my mother, holds the status of the main kitchen cook at a small hotel. My brother Jaime is 18 and holds the status of a student and employee. My sister Stephanie, 13, holds the status of a student. I hold the roles of a sister, daughter, friend, and girlfriend. My status is being a full-time assistant manager at Domino's and a full-time student at Morton College. There is role conflict in my life because making time for all my roles is difficult, especially in this adult life. We all have different priorities and attend our roles differently. My family of orientation, which is the family I was born into, included only my mother Angelica and my father Jaime. They were both born and raised in Guanajuato, Mexico. Therefore, I self-identify my ethnicity as Latino and Hispanic. They married on February 24th of 1997 and migrated to the U.S., where they lived in a small suburb house in Elgin, Illinois. I was born in December 3rd of 1997. We were a breadwinner homemaker family. They played the typical gender roles. While my dad worked, my mother was a stay-at-home parent. Shortly after, my brother was born in June 23rd of 1999. For my first childhood years, we were a nuclear family. I am who I am today because of the process of socialization that I got from those who raised me and who I interacted with. My parents contributed to this by dressing me in pink clothing. Being born into a traditional Mexican family, it influenced my gender identity, and I began to act what was expected of me. My gender expression became obvious, and I began to accept the concept of being a girl by playing with kitchen toys, play makeup, and dolls. Through symbolic interaction, I learned and mirrored my mother, my primary role model of the same sex as I. This was known as doing gender. It shaped myself to fit the common image of those in the female category. That was the primary and perhaps most influential step of my socialization and who I am today. A tradition I would like to continue one day in my family of procreation would be the quinceañera. It is a coming-of-age party celebrated when girls turn 15 years old. My quinceañera consisted of a Catholic church ceremony as well as a reception party. The tradition celebrates that the girl is growing into womanhood. As adults, we worry about our looks and beauty, so quinceañera always tries to choose a dress in which she feels beautiful in and comfortable in because she will be the center of attention. There are plenty of social factors that have influenced who I have become. The first one being a Latina. I am part of a minority. Even if I am US born, I feel out of place, especially in primarily white neighborhoods and gatherings. I feel like I am out of place because I still have Hispanic physical traits. Also, my gender. I have realized and learned about the glass ceiling that keeps women from obtaining the same success and opportunities as men, something that the feminist perspective is studying and working against. And lastly, the social structure of the economy influences my family and myself. I have followed my mom's footsteps and I joined the workforce to obtain money and work for what I want. All these factors have influenced and motivated me into pursuing a higher education to reach new heights for minority groups. I am pursuing a higher education because it is an opportunity my mom gave to me by migrating to the United States compared to the little resources that they had in Mexico. Hopefully, being more economically stable, I will give my children one day a different opportunity. Perhaps to them, it would just be not economic and giving them the luxury to just study whatever they choose because that's what their interest is. So the social environment that my family belongs to is Cicero, which according to the 2010 U.S. Census Bureau was 89% Hispanic. And out of that, 80.2% were Mexican descent. My siblings and I have been fortunate to experience the Mexican culture and Spanish language in our daily lives by living with people that come from the same background as my family. There's plenty of things that we can identify with as the same ethnicity, such as any Mexican restaurants or perhaps festivities like the Mexican Independence Day Parade. Sociological theory that best explains the past, present, and future of my family and society is the symbolic interaction theory, because in the past we have all interacted with other people, and from that socialization we have created a self-identity. For example, we all agree on society of the American value of work and leisure. We all in my family work, or my younger sister is attending school, and we all feel that we must work hard and spend the free time doing what we enjoy. We have added meaning to work because for most of us that means money, or it can simply just mean success. We have learned this by our interaction with our neighbors, our teachers, our bosses, who also feel the same way. So therefore, we have added the same meaning to the symbol of work.